Hi, welcome to Sandy B Crochets, and in this video I'll be showing you how to make this baby headband. So quick and easy, you'll be done in 30 minutes, and we'll be making it in 0 to 3 month size, but I'll be leaving the measurements for older sizes in the description box. I have a video on this using a head tie at the back, but this method does not need a head tie, so if you have just your yarn and your hook, you're good to go. You don't need any extra material. Now let's get into the video. I'll be using this red and white acrylic yarn from Patterns Canadiana. It's a size 4 acrylic yarn, but it actually feels like size 3, so if you have a size 3 it would work. And this is how it spells, Patterns Canadiana. I bought it from Michael's, and I'll be using it in white as well. And I'll also be using a 3.5mm crochet hook. Start by making a slip knot. And you're going to chain 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Going to mark the first chain with your stitch marker. The loop on the hook does not count as a stitch. Yarn over, you're going to skip the first 5 stitches and make 1 double crochet in the 6th stitch. Yarn over, make another double crochet in the same stitch, chain 1, and make 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So this forms a shell. Yarn over, skip the next 2 stitches and make 1 double crochet into the last stitch. So our row 1 is done. To start row 2, chain 3, and this counts as the first double crochet. Mark the top with your stitch marker. Turn your work and make 2 double crochets in the chain 1 space of the previous shell. Chain 1 and make 2 more double crochets within the same chain 1 space. Make 1 double crochet at the top of the last double crochet, which was the chain we marked at the beginning of row 1. So for row 3, we are going to repeat row 2. You're going to chain 3. Mark the top of your chain 3 with a stitch marker or a piece of yarn if you don't have a stitch marker. Turn your work, yarn over, and make a shell in the previous chain 1 space, which is 2 double crochets, chain 1, and make 2 double crochets in the chain 1 space of the previous shell. Yarn over and make 1 double crochet at the top of the previous chain 3. Chain 3 for row 4 and repeat row 3. So we are going to be repeating this pattern until we get a length of 12 inches. That's for 0 to 3 month size. I'll leave the measurements for older babies in the description. So continue with this pattern and I'll meet you at the end of 12 inches. My full length is done and I have a total of 20 rows, and this measures 12 inches. So we are going to sew the two ends together. You can also use slip stitches, but I'm going to sew them together using my yarn needle. So chain 1 and pull through your yarn and cut the tail long enough to sew the edges together. You see how quick and easy this is. It's just a one row repeat and we are done with the headband. I'm now going to show you how to make the daisy flowers to attach to your headband. So make your slip knots. Chain 4. And we are going to slip stitch to the first chain to form a ring. If you're able to use the magic circle to form a ring or any other method, feel free to do so. Chain 2 and make 10 double crochets into the ring. Filming in red and white was a bit challenging for me, but I hope the written instructions on the video helps you in the process. At the end of the round, slip stitch to the top of the first double crochet. The chain 2 does not count as a stitch. Chain 3 to start round 2. And we are going to be making treble crochets. So yarn over twice. Insert your hook into the same stitch as the chain 3. You have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. We are going to be making 2 more treble crochets into the same stitch. Now chain 3 and slip stitch into the same stitch at the bottom. Your first petal is done. Insert your hook into the next stitch, make a slip stitch. Insert into the next stitch, make a slip stitch. You are going to start the second petal, so you're repeating the same thing. Chain 3, yarn over twice, insert your hook, yarn over, 4 loops on your hook, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through the last 2. Make 2 more treble crochets into the same stitch. chain 3 and slip stitch into the stitch below. Second petal is done. So you're going to repeat that 3 more times to have a full flower. Slip stitch into the next stitch, slip stitch into the next, and repeat the petal pattern. So my last petal is done and I have 1 stitch left. So make a slip stitch into the last stitch and then slip stitch into the first stitch where we have our first petal. Chain 1 and cut off your yarn. Make sure it's long enough. We are going to use this tail to attach the flower to the headband. So I'm going to attach my flower using my yarn needle. And we are going to attach it at the seam. This will help hide the seam beautifully. And sew all around it. Makes a lovely gift for the season, or if you want to make it to sell, it's a beautiful item to sell. Watch my next video to find a matching dress or a baby booty for the season. Thank you for watching and see you in my next tutorial.